So we're trying a new segment out for On the Water called Lunchtime Tournaments. A lot of us already fish during our lunch breaks, so we decided to add a little competitive element to it. All right, so today's competition is King of the Chains. Very simple. Whoever catches the longest chain pickerel in the 45 minutes we have here wins. Right now, I'm competing against Anthony, Facebook Live DeiCicchi, and Andrew. He's the new guy at On the Water right now, Burke. And I'm Jimmy Fee, and we're gonna go.
Teamer?
No, just Fee. You step all over my intro. I was nailing it.
You're right, sorry.
So we're gonna go hit the pond right now. Everybody's got a little bit different strategy they think they're gonna use to pull out the biggest chain pickerel, and let's go.
And each of them has a GoPro on their persons, so no one can cheat. Shabam. All right.
And gang, descend.
Right now it's late February and pickerel are definitely in their pre-spawn mode. It's been a pretty mild winter, so they're very hungry. Andrew was actually out fishing yesterday on his lunch break, caught a mess of them. So we thought today would be a great day for the inaugural lunchtime tournament. So let's say that took us about 3 hours to wade through the muck. We've got 42 minutes to see who catches the largest pickerel and begin.
Jimmy, I don't think I've ever seen the float and fly in action before.
I just started messing around with it last year and I like it a lot. Pickerel loves something that's going to just kind of hang and suspend a little bit. The only issue with using this for pickerel is it's a small bait, so there's a good chance that they have a better chance of biting it off. And so float and fly is a great finesse tactic. Mainly people use it for smallmouth bass and largemouth bass, but the few times I've actually tried it, I catch a ton of pickerel as bycatch, and sometimes some really big ones. So I wanted to give this a little try today. It's kind of weird to try something for the first time for pickerel on a day when I'm competing, but.
Who are you talking
to? Swans, mainly. They looked pretty interested in what was going on. Major disadvantage of this is it's a very slow retreat. Oh no.
There we go.
Oh,
It's not a monster.
Andrew drew first blood. Oh, there we go. Oh. Just don't bite it off. That's the one thing I'm super worried about with this. Oh. Oh, that. Come on. Oop. So the first cast with the float and fly. That's a pretty good sized pickerel. Not. So you have to measure them. Like if I lost them now, obviously that wouldn't count. We need to get a measurement. All right. So that was the first cast with the float and fly. That's a pretty good pickerel.
what do you think, Andrew?
I might hold off on measuring this guy. I'll let him measure that.
Okay, so that's the 0. We'll do full length and we'll do curved fork, 23.
Say what you will about pickerel, but that's a quality fish.
That's a good one. Look at those teeth. Such crazy big teeth on them. All right. This seems to be like the flats on either side of it seem to be the pickerel spot. Oh, that's a bass. That is, this doesn't qualify, but it is the second fish for the float and fly. Little largemouth bass. I think what makes this such a good technique, the float and fly, is the fact that you have a hair jig. Well, this is marabou on this one that has a lot of natural movement in the water. So even when it's just suspending under the float, it's breathing a little bit and has, looks like a bait fish just kind of sitting there. Maybe it's stunned. twitch it a couple times and let it sit. Give the fish a chance to catch up to it. This one?
Yep.
If it were later in the season, I would think that I would want to go bigger with the lures, looking for a bigger pickerel. But especially, I made this decision based on your report yesterday. The fact that you used the tiny jig and had all those bites.
Oh, there we go. Oh. It's kind of challenging to fish these smaller lures sometimes because they take it on the drop a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Just with the tiny pickerel. A lot of the times they take it on the drop, so it's kind of hard to detect the bites. I'm not gonna measure this guy, a little 12-inch pickerel going home.
I just took myself out of the game to watch you fight your fish and then couldn't find it. I don't think it had gone under, but I set the hook anyhow and created a mess of a tangle for myself. This might be a while.
This is the break I need. He's out of commission, so I got to seize the lead.
We'll go check on Cheech.
This is the promised land right here.
Where did he go?
Who goes there?
I spied a DeiCicchi.
Oh boy. There's nothing to see here.
Nothing to see?
Literally nothing.
So no luck yet?
No. What happened down there?
We
I
got
got
2
tape
people
measure
on the
deployed.
board down there.
Who's on the board?
2 people on the board.
Oh my goodness.
Andrews was a little chode, and Jimmy's was 23.
Oh, that's actually a good... yeah. With that ridiculous setup? Oh my God. I'm panicking. Now it's full panic mode for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I haven't gotten touched.
You don't want to see Cheech in full panic mode.
No, this is going off the rails quick. Not good start for Cheech. Terrible, actually.
Sorry, you got this, dude. Positive thoughts.
23 is a pretty good sized pickerel. Kid's fishing a piece of popcorn under a bobber. Ridiculous.
I'm gonna go check back up on them. I'll be back.
Hey, do me a favor, cut their line. Do something, like tangle them.
Okay, I got it.
Take them out of the game.
Got you, bro.
How's Cheech doing?
He thinks it's the barbecue sauce on your fly.
This is, yeah, so this fly was, Eddie Stahowiak had given it to me. It was sitting in the cup holder of my car for a while, for a couple months, and had all kinds of barbecue sauce and various food items on it. That could be giving me an edge.
I definitely do think it's the barbecue sauce, though.
Is that illegal? We'll have to bring that up with the committee.
Oh, I just had a bump. Oh, there we go.
That one looks a little better.
A little bit. Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. You go right through the 5-hole? So that's why when I was joking with the guys about this tournament, I said this was kind of a high-risk, high-reward tactic, the float and fly.
You don't want to measure? No. I know that's not 24. I'll admit that.
But I mean, you've had way more bites than I have, but every cast is taking me, maybe 2 to 5 minutes to get in, so especially with the limited amount of time, this might not be well, it's working out, but could have really worked against me, especially since I didn't bring any other lures. I think if we got like a nice sunny, mild day, things would really break wide open. But now, the pickerel are really feeding because they're getting ready to spawn. They'll spawn in most years early March. Once the water temperature approaches 50 degrees is when the pickerel spawn. So now, as things are starting to warm up a little bit, they're really feeding to get ready for that.
You got the time?
"26 minutes remaining."
All right. I'm making a big location move. It's getting kind of deep.
deep.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Do you have your cell phone on you?
What's that?
Do you have your phone on you?
We're gonna make another location adjustment. All right, I'm going mobile. Oh, hey.
Don't look at me.
What are you throwing over there?
The worst thing in the world to be throwing, according to the fish. I'm getting a shutout thrown on my ass right now. Can we just go back to work now?
Cheech, give me good news. What's up?
Nothing, this sucks.
What sucks?
Jimmy, his stupid bobber fishing tactics. What a tool. I hate this place. I hate pickerel. I hate Jimmy Fee.
Pickerel hate you.
Oh, they absolutely hate me. Get me out of here. Don't even look at me.
How many so far? How many's this? Oh boy, no wonder. No wonder you're not catching it. You come through here like a bull in a china shop.
Shut up. Just trying to beat you to the spot. Now I'm all tangled. Oh, I'm a mess. I quit.
Big fan of float and fly. I caught fish on my first 2 casts,
I hate you.
but haven't touched one since. Andrew's had probably 5 or 6 hit. Oh, there we go.
Oh my God, what a tool. Kid's fishing a bobber.
Second one was a bass. So this one feels like a little pickerel. Oh, no, little bass.
Who's on?
Jimbo, did you have to ask?
Okay. Is this a multi-species lunch break?
It is not. It is a single species lunch break, but late February I will take all comers. I don't know what Cheech did, was cut me right off. I really want to try it more for bass. Like, I've heard people getting amazingly largemouths on this. You know, 7-8 pounders. And you have to use lighter tackle, which makes it pretty fun. This rod's a little bit heavier for it. Too heavy for it.
That's cool if you don't value your own dignity.
In 2 weeks I'm going to be catching these things on live bait, so I have no dignity when it comes to freshwater fishing. Or any or life. I used this because he told me he was using a 2-inch, little tiny 2-inch jig yesterday, and I thought maybe they weren't on really looking for bigger baits yet.
Well, apparently that definitely not, because I was throwing a monstrosity. This is terrible.
8 minutes remaining. Oh! The bass. Like Bass Corner over here.
This is the dumbest fish in the pond, obviously. Where is that monster pickerel that just wants to make a really bad mistake right now?
There's enough wind and enough chop that you could, if you had the patience, you could just let that sit, not even move it. But where are you casting?
Oh, that was it! That was it! Get away from me, Jimmy!
Where are you throwing that thing? We're gotta be 5 minutes, I bet.
Closer to 4.
Oh, Maddie, stop it!
4 minutes, 16 seconds.
4 minutes, 16 seconds.
4-minute warning, Andrew. Did that feel like a bigger fish, that one you just dropped?
I'll say yeah on camera, but I'll tell you later, no, not at all.
Status report, Andrew.
That spot she's just fishing is dead.
Well, I'm happy to know it's not just me. The birds are rallying for me, you hear that?
Geese.
They're going, Cheech, Cheech, Cheech. They know it's coming. Good sign.
That's a lot of geese right now.
Oh man, that is a lot of geese.
Cheech, Cheech.
You hear them? They know it's coming.
That was a first cast winner.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Hey, you know what? The last cast is gonna be the ticket. Come on. It's all about feel. Come on, I just want one of those gator snaps. You set the hook and you just feel like this long undulating head shake. You see the roll, it just moves a bunch of water and you go, uh-oh, don't screw this up.
One of the best is when you think you see like that long white belly.
And you think you have a major, like huge bass.
And then it turns out to be a bass.
Oh,
like that.
that's the best. Usually it's the other way around. I'm like, oh my God, that's a huge bass. And then I see the stupid pickerel face and I'm like, oh, I hate you. Now all I want is a pickerel. Oh no. Oh.
It's time. I mean, we could be out here all night for me.
I think this.
That's line's in, boys. It's line's in.
All right.
It's an illegal cast. Cheech just made an illegal cast.
I don't think so.
I think that was illegal, Chief.
That was an illegal cast. As soon as the buzzer sounded, you were not allowed to make another cast. That's wow.
I don't follow.
So even if you catch a 25 right now, it ain't gonna count.
Andrew had a few good pickerel. Cheech caught some bass or something. Thanks for checking out our first lunchtime tournament. That was a lot of fun, especially since my 23-inch pickerel on the first cast won it for me. But we're going to have a lot more of these coming up. Fishing is just firing up here on Cape Cod, so there's a lot more on tap. I'm excited for it, and it's always good to start the season off with a win.
And on the count of 3, guys, point to the winner. 1, 2, 3.
If we need those anymore.